Okay, now let's talk about GKS interview.
Mhm.
Did you have an online or in-person interview?
I had an online interview, which was through a video call through WhatsApp.
And how many interviewers were there?
There were three interviewers in total. One of the interviewers were the one that he was the one who actually contacted us because he was the one representing the embassy. So he was one of the judges, the interviewer, and the two others as well. So there were three.
And were you the only interviewee?
Yes, as it was in a phone call, we could only have a one-to-one situation where
Once.
the
Okay.
interviewee or the interviewer would take turns into asking questions.
Didn't you say it was a video call?
Yes, it was a video call. That's why the interviewer would take turns to ask questions. I and then they would exchange the phones, like one person for this, and then next person, next person.
And how long was the interview?
My interview only lasted for 13 minutes, but it could vary between people because my friends, some were 15, some were 18, some were 20 minutes, some were 10 minutes.
Okay. And how was the atmosphere during the interview?
Wow, it was actually really, really lively. And the interviewers were actually very engaging and interested uh, in me. So I was not nervous at all during the interview because the interviewers were very friendly. The atmosphere was not tense, and they were asking very not complicated questions as well, which makes me very comfortable to open up, to introduce myself, and to be myself fully with my potential being brought out very fully.
That's awesome.
I
And do you remember some interview questions you received?
I actually do remember a lot. They asked about self-introduction, which is very basic with but very impactful, where I recommend everyone to always prepare a self-introduction no matter what. It has to be very impactful. Self-introduction is actually very important because it's the first impression that will set the first idea for the interviewer about you. So self-introduction for me is very, very important. They ask us to introduce ourselves, and after they asked, they talked about my personal statement, how I wrote it, and it was very impactful to them. And they said, you're one of the best students in your country, then you can go to America, you can go to other countries. Why did you choose Korea? Why specifically Korea? Next, I think they asked about universities. They asked, I chose Yonsei. Did I know about having to go to the chapel during Saturdays or Sundays? What I knew about the university. And they asked if I had any hobbies and what my hobbies were. And they also asked the things I wrote in my personal statement, where I wrote about my social enterprise, my school projects, my volunteering experience, my internship experience as well. And they also asked about my exchange program, what I did there, what kind of exchange program it was. Most of the questions were very related to what you wrote in your personal statement. And I believe the one of the last questions were, Korea's weather is very cold. Are you sure you can handle the weather? And do you like Korean food? And I think, are you prepared to live in Korea? And are you healthy? I believe they asked that too. Are you healthy? So, yeah.
So, how did you make an impressive self-introduction during the interview?
Uh, I I cannot say for sure if my introduction was very impressive. However, I wanted to show the interviewer that I am truly interested in Korea. And even though, despite having no Korean knowledge, I still try my best to communicate in Korean, which I introduce myself in Korean fully.
Really?
And yes, even though I have no Korean knowledge, I let my Korean friends help me. I wrote it in English and let my Korean friends help me. I memorized everything. So I believe my introduction was very long. It took me like 3 to 5 minutes just to introduce myself. So yes, and I introduce myself. I introduce first you have to put basic things about yourself, which is your name, your age, where you graduated, what your major is, etc. And I also said something about why I applied, what I can contribute to the diplomatic relationship between Laos and Korea, what I can do if I receive this scholarship, what I can contribute, what Korea can contribute, what that I could be a bridge between Laos and Korea, that I could like why my major is very beneficial, and basically why I am unique and distinctive from other candidates, why I deserve the scholarship, and a lot of things, and kind of like my story as well.
Mhm. Okay. I thought you were dancing during the self-introduction. To
Well,
impress them.
actually, they
Yeah,
actually asked what my hobbies were, and I
I
actually told them that
participated
I
in the
like
dance
dancing.
competition, something like that. Let me show you my
Well,
dancing skills.
dancing skills.
Yeah.
Actually, they when they asked what my hobbies were, I told them I liked dancing, singing, reading webtoons, etc. And they asked, "Do you know any Korean songs? Can you sing it to us?" And I was like,
You sing?
"I'm so shy. I didn't." I said, "I'm a bit shy, so and I don't know the lyrics well." So they said, "Oh, then it's okay."
Liar.
Like, yeah,
You're just
no,
pretending to be shy.
no, I'm really shy.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, good preparation. And so, you already said a little bit how to ace an interview, but can you share some tips to be to prepare uh interviews for the interview?
Hmm. This question, I would say you have to have confidence, first of all. Confidence is key. You might hear that a lot, it might be a cliche, but confidence is really key. Even though what you're saying might not be as impressive or as amazing, but if you have confidence in it, it'll make your words have more weight. You have to put weight on your words. You have to be firm. You have to really believe in what you say to make the interviewer believe in you. First, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be very confident as well. Don't be too, how do I put this? Like, too not sure of yourself, because it will show. It will always show. And you always have to, oh, this is important, body language, eye contact, body language, posture is very important. How you dress, how you dress is actually very important as well, which it is the first impression, so you don't want to give up the wrong impression to the interviewer. You can see that I have colored hair at the moment, but during the interview my hair was fully colored. But I in my country it's not very polite to have colored hair during interviewing, so I sprayed my hair with dark color just for the
Oh,
interview.
okay.
Yes, because first impression is very important. And you have to smile, don't be too robotic. You have to be very flowy, be natural, don't be too stiff. And the most important thing, is practice. Practice a lot. Come up with a lot of questions.
Mhm.
What possible questions you might be questioned, even though it's such a small question.
Mhm.
Practice, prepare. The interviewer can actually tell if you prepare or not. You have to prepare a lot. Prepare for every possible thing. Read your personal statement. You have to be truthful. First, you have to be truthful in your personal statement. You have to be yourself. Don't be someone else. If you're being yourself, that's the best thing you can do, honestly. When you're yourself, you know what to say and you don't have to lie, and you have to know your personal statement very well because the questions will be based on your personal statement. You have to break down your personal statement. What questions will they might ask about this one? For example, if you have this activity, they will ask, okay, so what's this activity? You have to tell them about it. You have to write down details about the activities. You have to prepare so much. And believe me, the more you prepare, the better it is. Even though you might think that you would just think it spontaneously during the interview. Yes, but preparing is always the key. And next, research. You have to have a lot of knowledge because some things you don't always know answers on the spot, or even if you prepare, some things you cannot cover everything. You sometimes they ask the things you didn't prepare. So researching will actually help you to have ideas about some things so that you can actually expand your thoughts on it during the interview. So when you research a lot, you have maybe the idea on the surface. So if you research a lot, you have a lot of knowledge. You have to research about Korea. You have to know your major very well. You have to know about your university very well. I even researched about the clubs that the universities had, like the name of the clubs, how they do the systems, even the classes. You have to really research very deep into everything because if they ask, it will really show that you did your research. You really want this scholarship. You're not just doing it for fun. You have to show them that you're really worthy of it and you actually did your research. How are you going to show them that you're capable and you're able to do everything? And you actually have to know a lot. No, I mean, knowing stems from researching. So researching is the best. In my laptop, I opened like hundreds of tabs of informations about Korea. I sent so many informations. I read everything. I read articles. I read the relationships between Laos and Korea, how I can relate that to my major, how I can uh, optimize that fact that Korea and Laos is having a diplomatic relationship. How am I going to make business into that topic as well? So that's very important.
What an impressive remark.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. And did the three universities you chose interview as well?
No, only Keimyung University scheduled an interview. However, the interview did not affect the result. It was just an interview to check if it's you who wrote the personal statement. They just wanted to recheck again, but Yonsei only asked for additional documents, not additional, but the real documents, not the copied ones. And Sungkyunkwan did not ask for any interview.
Okay, so let's talk about entry to South Korea, self-quarantine, and life in Korea.
Sure.
How long did it take to receive a visa?
For my country, standard. I'm not sure if it's standard or for GKS, but it took 2 weeks
2 weeks.
to get our visa issued. Yes, 2 weeks.
That's pretty normal for GKS
Yes.
scholars. For
Yes.
other GKS scholars from other countries, said it took about 14 days, 2 weeks.
Yes.
That's pretty
But
fast.
some GKS scholars actually received really fast, like 2 or 3 days also. But some took way longer as well.
Mhm. I think 2 weeks is not bad at all.
Yes. I
Mhm.
think so too.
How much did it cost to arrive in Korea in US dollar?
For concerning the cost, such as PCR tests,
Hmm.
my PCR test was $15.
$15? Okay.
Yes, $15 because actually initially they said it was $65 if
Hmm.
you didn't have like a document issued from the Ministry of Education. But we as scholars and as a student who's going to study abroad, we had it issued luckily. So mine was only $15. Uh, and I
Nice.
also had to pay for extra
Oh,
luggage baggage weight. I paid $120 because I brought a lot of stuff. I brought a lot of stuff.
cosmetics?
No, a lot of stuff. I brought everything.
You brought your home to South
Yes,
Korea
I brought
then.
my home. I brought my own South Korea.
No wonder. No wonder fashionista.
Fashionista.
All right. But for other expenses, were they all covered by KGS University? Like
Daegu?
flight? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Daegu
Daegu.
University? KGS
Uh,
is also in Daegu, right? KGS.
yes, but
I was
yes,
confused.
Kimmy is
Sorry
in
about
Daegu
that.
as well. Don't
Mhm.
worry. Uh, for the expenses such as the train, the train, I'm sorry, the plane ticket was covered by an IIED, and the travel agency that helped us with arrival and taking us to the quarantine place was free as well because it was already covered by the school. We had transportation, we had everything was all covered except for the extra luggage and the PCR test.
Yeah. Okay. And what are must bring items to Korea? Although you brought your home to South Korea,
Yes,
but most
I
of
am not
our GKS scholars cannot bring their homes to South Korea. So don't tell them they have to bring their home.
bring the home. Yes, true. That is why I was going to say that I'm not the best person to give the advice
Yeah.
to what you should bring because I brought everything. So I don't know which ones to actually tell, but I do actually have some essentials. Uh Basic hygiene products. Not a lot. I also didn't bring a lot. I brought like this much toothpaste, this much shampoo. I brought a little bit, but you really need to bring basic hygiene products. Mm, yes, everything basic hygiene products, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything that would be hygienic products. Please bring them. It's very important. They actually provided it in the quarantine place, but some people couldn't use any shampoo. Some people actually need like specific shampoos, I think.
Yeah.
So it's better to maybe bring your own. And also if you have sensitive skin, bring your own soap. If you have any facial wash, just bring anything that is important to you and don't bring too much because you can always buy in South Korea, except if you cannot really find it in South Korea, then bring it. Next, I would say hair products. Well, it's not very important, but sometimes it's actually hard to find something that is suitable for you. And also, for me personally, I don't think you should bring food.
Mhm.
A lot of scholars actually tell people to bring food, but I don't think that's a good idea to bring food because it takes up space. And also, if you eat it here, it's gonna vanish anyway, and you're gonna miss it anyway. So I don't think you should bring it. Just eat it before coming. And don't bring too many snacks because in Korea, you get to eat a lot of snacks. So don't worry. Oh, and we have Asia Mart. So if you're from Asian countries, you don't need to bring like your anything.
Local,
You can
local
buy
food,
in Asia Mart.
ingredients.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. And also winter clothes. Very important. if you don't want to freeze to death, please bring winter clothes. The day I arrived, it was -10 degrees. And I was so glad that I wore like 10 layers, padding
Wow.
jackets. Oh, I think the most important thing is a super thick jacket and also like thermals to layer. Don't bring summer clothes. Don't bring summer clothes. Bring just winter clothes. It's heavy, but it's worth it. Because yes, you can buy here, but you have to bring it beforehand because or else you're gonna die here if you don't bring winter clothes. And masks. I mean, in this, Korea has imposed a new policy to you're able to take off your mask now, right? But I think indoors you still have to wear masks. So I think because of COVID situation, you should bring a lot of masks. Because actually my friends, some of them didn't bring any masks.
Oh.
And yeah, and they couldn't like travel to get any mask yet because before going anywhere, you have to have a Kyotong card,
Mhm.
a transportation card. And when we first arrived, we don't have that yet. So we couldn't buy any masks. Except you can buy it in a convenience store, but some of my friends find it quite expensive. So they couldn't buy like in bulk. They could buy like a day to day, which the cost could be a bit higher if you buy it in bulk.
Right.
And bring a towel. I don't think
Oh.
here they sell like big towels, right? So
Ah,
bring a big towel. Yeah. If you're used to using big
yeah,
towels, bring a
Koreans
big
use
towel.
small towels.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I brought a big towel with me.
I mean,
And
you
I
can buy
think,
it online, but it's not common that you
yeah,
can
it's
get it
not common.
offline.
Yeah, that's why because you couldn't buy online yet without your ARC, without your 외국인 등록증. So you have to bring it first. And also,
Hmm.
oh my God, documents. I forgot about that. Documents. Documents are the super important things. You have to bring documents for your visa. You have to bring documents for everything. Bring everything, all of your documents, the important ones, your diploma, your medical certificate, your everything, and make copies. Make a lot. I actually made a lot of copies. I have two luggages. So I put one in one luggage, one in another luggage, and one I carry with me because just in case I lose one luggage or I lose this, I'll still have spare copies. So bring a lot of documents. Bring your PCR, of course. Bring your vaccination
Mhm.
certificate.
Mhm.
Bring a backpack. Bring a very durable, useful, spacious backpack. It's very important here. And what else? Oh, emergency things like medicine. I brought a year's worth of medicine, I think. I don't know if it's illegal, but no, it's I mean,
Is it
no, I don't think so. What I mean is I brought a lot of medicine because
local ones, right?
you might catch like colds. You never know what's gonna happen, so you should bring a lot of medicines. It's very important, especially with the weather. If you're not used to the cold weather, bring a lot of cold medicines. Bring every medicine you could think of, honestly, that for emergency situations. Medicine is very important. And a first aid kit, if you could, bring a first aid kit because you could get injured anytime as well. Bring in this time, bring alcohol spray because cleanliness, hygiene. Bring safety pins. Ah, I don't know if everyone needs it, but bring safety pins just in case your clothes rip. And also sewing kits. It's actually very useful because sometimes your clothes rip. You have to really have a sewing kit. Learn how to sew. I, I'm telling everyone this. Bring scissors, bandages,
There's
just everything.
mm,
Yes,
mm.
everything.
Well, no wonder you brought your home to South Korea, except for your kitchen.
Yes, except for my kitchen. I bought everything here.
Right. Well, that's a lot,
It
but
is,
yeah, those are very useful, definitely.
I think I would focus more on what to not bring because some things I regret bringing.
Oh,
I don't regret not bringing. Yeah, because I brought a lot, but I regret bringing the thing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, some of the things I regret bringing, like because we could have bought here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, but very informative tip. Um, Thank you. And how long did you self-quarantine?
I self-quarantined for 7 days. Initially, it was 14, and then it was reduced to 10 days. And during that time, it was reduced again to 7 days only. So I quarantined for 7 days in total.
For you. And where did you
Really?
self-quarantine?
I self-quarantined in Cheongju. In Cheongju, the place was called Irum Goshitel, and we quarantined there. I actually liked it very much. I like quarantine. I know not everyone will say that I like quarantine. I think I'm a bit weird. I love the
Yes, you
quarantine.
are.
Get food. The quarantine is very nice. You just have to sleep and then people bring food to you. You don't have to do anything. I loved it. It was so enjoyable and they provided us with snacks. I enjoyed the snacks completely. Choco pie. And I even and they provided us with cereal, which oh my god, I love the cereal. I love the snacks. I love the place. I also get to witness snow, which I completely loved. I get to watch dramas. I wake up, drink milk. It was such an enjoyable time for me. I wake up, people knock on our door, get our food, just eat, and then just sleep. Wake up. It was so easy for me.
Wow. I never heard of someone like enjoying their quarantine life.
I
Especially in
really
a
enjoyed it.
ghost hotel. Ghost hotel is like a motel.
Yeah, it's
It's
quite small,
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
it was very comfortable. There was a heating system on the floor, and it was quite like it was not very spacious, but it was enough for one person. And the bathroom was also quite big, so I was like okay with it.
I see. You said Jeonju or Cheongju?
청주,
Jeonju.
전주, 청주,
Jeonju? Yeah, yeah, we have both. Cheongju and Jeonju.
청주, 청, 청,
Cheongju.
청주. Yeah, 청주.
Okay. It's located in a different province.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very far from here. I don't remember
Yes.
how long. I think it was like
Who,
4 hours. I don't know.
who took you there?
Two. Our school provided us with transportation. So
Okay.
a bus at first, like car, and then a bus.
Hmm.
Yeah, the bus. We had a bus.
Okay. I think it's a stupid question, but is your monthly allowance enough to live in Korea? No,
Oh.
for you.
Well, actually, I think it's enough if you don't shopping, if you don't do too much shopping,
But it doesn't apply to
because
you.
yes, but well, if you don't shop too much, it's actually enough because I cook. I don't eat out. So it's
Oh, do
enough for
you?
me too. Yeah, I cook every day. I don't eat out at all. I don't know if cooking actually saves because grocery shopping is actually expensive as well. But cooking, you can actually like divide portions. So one day cooking can be worth like 2 days. So I cook every day. And also, I don't, other people might buy stuff for their dorms, like dorm shopping, but I actually don't buy anything into my dorms. I don't buy anything. I only buy clothes. So, so yeah, I I only spend on like food and transportation. I don't go out a lot, so I don't spend a lot on transportation and other things that you really need, like SIM card and other things for you. Your settlement allowance is just enough, and beddings as well. You have to buy beddings. Mm, But the rest, I think it's actually enough if you actually plan your budget carefully and you know yourself and don't shop too much, please. And then you'll be fine. It's enough. It's enough. It's really enough.
Oh, are you a good cook? Think you are?
Well, I
Do you
might
cook
be like
do you
because
cook your local food?
no, I don't know how to cook my local food. And I know this might sound very not I mean, I actually like Korean food more. So
Oh,
yes,
do you know how to
I
cook
like
Korean
Korean.
food?
No, but yes. Like I don't know how
Recipes?
to cook like really, but I used to open a business with my friends. So my friend was Korean. So we cooked Korean food. Like just tteokbokki, omuk, raboki, something like that. Very simple stuff. So I know how to cook those. And I also made like tteokguk, but I know it's like not Korean tteokguk, but it's like my tteokguk. So yeah, I really like Korean
Fusion.
food.
Fusion
Yeah, fusion
tteokguk, I
food.
guess.
I just make random food every day, so I wouldn't say that I am a good cook. But oh yeah, I want everyone to learn how to cook before coming here. And also like learn how to do laundry by yourself, learn how to do the dishes, learn how to do chores. So when you come here, it's like super easy for you and you won't have a hard time doing things.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mhm.
So do you live with your roommate?
Yes. But my roommate is not here right now. I
Okay,
have a roommate. Yeah.
I see. Is she from the same country?
Initially, I was assigned with the person from my country, but I had to change my room due to circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So I
So,
changed my room to here.
so who do you live with now? Where is she from?
She's from Nigeria, a GKS scholar as well, GKS-U, the same batch. She's from Nigeria.
Okay. Um, is it fine to live with someone from a different country?
Yes, because we are actually very similar, and we don't have like much of a difference. Even if you're from a different country, if you really want to make it work and willing to compromise with each other, then I think it will work out just fine. Because me and my roommate, we don't have any problems. Even if we do have problems, we talk about it. And the way to cope with it is actually to actually talk about it with your roommate. And if you're really, really not compatible, ask to change, but you also still have to think about the consequences of changing because sometimes even if you change, you might experience the same thing with others. So you have to find a solution which is best for you and your roommate.
Yeah, so chances are the after can be worse than the before, right?
True, yes.
Mm,
So
right. Yeah, you should take a risk then.
yeah.
But in your case, yeah, it's definitely favorable to you.
Yes. I didn't change my rooms because of my roommate, but other circumstances. So I am living with her now and we're perfectly fine.
All right. Let's talk about the Korean language study program.
Mhm.
How far is Daegu University away from Seoul?
I believe it is 3 hours if you take the KTX train.
Hmm,
It's only 3 hours. Yeah.
okay,
3 hours for me is not far, so it's only 3 hours.
I see. And how is the language program?
Wow, the language program is surprisingly really, really good. I actually didn't expect it to be this good because my 선생님, they are really good at their jobs.
Hmm,
We use the book. We use Solde book,
mm-hmm.
and I'm in level 1, but I'm moving to level 2 after my holiday because we have a holiday next week. Our final exams just ended
Oh,
this Thursday, so I'm so
congratulations.
free. Thank you. And our 선생님, they are very cooperative, very patient, very engaging. They are very encouraging as well. Like in class, some people might struggle with some things, but the Sonsangnim always give like validation and encouragement to the students, despite how much struggle or like how slow they are. The Sonsangnim will never like just move on. They will always wait for you, and they will always try to make sure you really, really understand it. So that's why our class, especially my class, because I know best about my class. I mean, we really did improve a lot since the first day. And everyone is so diligent and so hardworking, and everyone is very cooperative with each other, which I really enjoy my class very much. And I'm very sad that we're going to change classes, but we'll be meeting new people. So I'm also fine with that. And in class, we did a lot of activities, and which the activities, the teaching, the lessons were already all planned. So the plans worked really well with us. They had visuals, they had words, so it's suitable for every types of learners. Like some people learn better with visuals. They have all kinds of ways to teach, which is suitable for every student, which made us improve really fast. So I really enjoy my Korean language study program.
Nice. And you say you're now in level 1?
Yes,
Okay. And did you take a topic exam yet?
not yet. We're taking topic in July. In July, we'll be taking our first topic. And by then, I believe I might still be in level 2
What's your
or maybe
target
3.
level in
I
July?
have to get 4 in order to go to Songninwan. So
Yes,
I have
but
to
for
study hard.
July, are you think
Oh, for
would you
July? Oh, for July, my goal is, if possible, I want topic 3, but
3? Okay.
yeah, 3. I hope.
I hope.
Yes, so I have to study very hard. I hope to get topic 3.
But is it uh even if you get a level 3,
Mhm.
can you still go to Sungkyunkwan University? Do they
Songkyunkwan
require
University,
you
yes,
have level
required
4?
4, yes.
4, okay.
Mhm.
But for other
And so,
schools I know, they require level 3 minimum
yes, but my university, 4. So
because it's 100% taught in Korean.
Korean, yes,
Okay, I see it.
yes. That's why it's very, but I will do my best.
I know. You said confidence is very important.
Very.
Yes. So
During interview,
yeah, not just during your interview, but in life as a whole,
every
right?
time, yes, in life, yes. I I wouldn't I don't want to underestimate things, but I also want to be confident at the same time. So I would say I can do it if I try. I mean, if I do my best, I can do it.
Of course, nothing is impossible in life,
Yes.
mm, as long as you believe in yourself.
Yes.
All right. Good luck on your topic exams.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And um, what are your plans after finishing your bachelor's program? You say you want to open up your business
Yes. But
right after
first
finishing your bachelor's?
no, I don't think so. Yeah.
You want to do your
I
master's?
actually,
You want to do your master's?
masters, to be honest, yes, but also my I actually want to work first to gain experiences and knowledge, and to decide after, because I really want to work with a Korean company in order to really know and to put myself deep and like have the point of view of being an employee, so that I have to be in every level to really know like the core of the business, and have to have a deep understanding of how you operate a business. So I actually want to work first in order to have a better understanding of the business culture, uh, in each different industries, and I really want to work first to gain experiences. And after that, I want to consider again if I want to do master's degree or not, because my mother actually recommended that just open up your business, because I the time that you take to study could be too long. So I'm thinking I have to contemplate, I have to decide again after working to see if I really want to continue studying or should I open up my business. So
Okay.
yes.
So do you want to work in Korea after
Yes.
graduation?
Yes, I want to work in Korea if possible. I want to work in Korea, and after I would go back to my country to open up my own business.
I see. Um, so you said cosmetics, right?
Fashion.
Oh, your mom, does your mom do cosmetics? Stationery?
Stationery. Yes,
Stationery.
stationery.
Okay, in your case, fashion. So fashion meaning clothes?
Clothing, clothing. Also, I want to be in the medical field as well because my father is a doctor. So having our own clinic would be ideal as well, which is my mother's and father's plan. And for me, I would like a business of my own, which is fashion regarding apparel, even shoes as well. Just everything about fashion, accessories, especially designing clothes.
Mhm.
Everything. Yes.
Fashion for both men and women, or
Yes,
just
both
women?
men and women.
Both men and
But
women.
I think I would focus more on women.
Okay. So I was going to ask you to uh,
Clo-
design me.
Sure. In the future, I will do it.
Yeah, and you said medical stuff too. I hope I get some samples.
Sure.
Because I'm also interested in cosmetics
Mhm.
and believe it or not, fashion if possible.
Ooh, wow. I'm
Yeah.
also interested in cosmetics, but I mean, beauty
Mhm.
in the industry, everything comes together. So when you do fashion, you eventually do makeup, and then you eventually do this. So it's
Yeah,
all
right.
related. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
they're all
related.
linked to each other.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing good news from you,
Thank you so much.
your successful business stories. Looking
Thank
forward to
you.
it. All
I'm
right.
looking forward to it too.
Last question. Would you please say a few encouraging words to our studying Korea dreamers?
Well, what I would say, I probably mentioned it before, but to always, to never, to never think that what you're doing is not relevant. To always like believe in yourself.
Mhm.
Like don't ever think that you're not good enough for something. Oh, because most of the people, when I ask why don't you apply for this program, they're always saying, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. But in reality, if they think like that, it will make them into that person. So everything stems from how you think. Just like one saying that said, happiness is a state of mind. This you could apply into everything. Everything is a state of mind. If you think that you could become something, your actions will lead towards that path, making you work towards that goal. If you always think, oh, I cannot do this, then your actions will lean towards the side that I can do it, so I'm not taking this path. If you think that, okay, I can become a singer, so every time you always join singing competitions, you would learn singing so that in the future, after gaining so much skills, you eventually become a singer. So always believe in yourself. Like if you believe in something, you will always do it because your actions will lean towards that. Everything comes from you first, and then everything after. But first, everything comes from you. So,
Thank you. That's really impressive. And everyone, please do a good mind control.
yes,
And
good mind control. Yes.
mhm.
And
Then
also, join as many things as you can. And don't be afraid to apply for anything. Just step out of your comfort zone and just do it like Nike.
mhm. Oh, no promotion, but
Yes, no promotion.
but just but just do it.
Censor.
Mm,
Censor.
just do it, everyone.
Let's do it.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks for your time, Amy. It was really fun sharing your
Thank you for having
experiences.
me too. Thank you for having me.
And good luck on your path, your journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hmm. Yeah, I believe you can do everything really well because I know you're such a confident woman and positive,
Thank you so much. Thank you
mhm,
so much.
and ambitious as well.
Thank you.
And
I will do my best.
looking forward to hearing more from you
Thank you
in
so
your
much.
life path. And definitely keep in touch.
Yes.
All right. That's it for today, everyone. If you like the video, please like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave comments and like fighting comments for her and me as well. Yeah, it'll be very much appreciated
Yes.
rather. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Now, enjoy your stay.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.